Hey guys, okay, so unfortunately for today, I could not find any YouTube videos that I found really emphasize the point that we're trying to make with lesson 10. So unfortunately, you just have me talking to you today. All right, so if you look at your grammar purple workbook and turn to page 25, which is lesson 10, go ahead and look at the gray box. We're talking about fragments, run-on sentences, and comma splices today. So a fragment does not tell a complete thought. A run-on sentence is a compound sentence that is missing a comma and a conjunction. And a comma splice is a run-on sentence that has a comma but is missing a conjunction. Avoid fragments, run-ons, and comma splices in the final versions of your written work. So this is really important as we're working on our biographic sketch right now and any other writing assignment that you may have for me. Or any other teacher in the future. This is, again, stuff that does not go away. So we want to make sure that we really understand this concept. So let's take a look at the top of the page. And we have a tsunami is a Japanese word meaning port wave. B, a huge wave with enormous power. C, if people are not warned beforehand. D, tsunamis should not be called tidal waves. They are not caused by tides. So, which item is a correct sentence? If you said A, you are correct. Tsunami is a Japanese word meaning port wave. It's a complete thought. It doesn't go on and on and on and on. It stops exactly where it needs to and it has correct punctuation. So, the first question is A. Which item has no verb? A huge wave with enormous power. So B would be the one without a verb. So there is no action. If it said a huge wave has enormous power, that would be a correct sentence. But since it does not have a verb, it can't be a complete thought. So it is just a fragment. The next question, which item is a dependent clause? Remember, a dependent clause is going to have a subject and verb, but it's going to have a word at the beginning that's going to make it incomplete without another independent clause attached to it. So if we look at C, that begins with the word if. If people are not warned beforehand, it makes you automatically pause because people are, so it has a subject and a verb, but there is not an independent clause to go along with it. So, so that clause is a dependent clause and not a complete sentence. It is a sentence fragment. And which item is made up of two independent clauses without a conjunction? That's going to be item D. So tsunamis should not be called tidal waves. They are not caused by tides. So it has a comma. It would be correct if you had a period and started a new sentence. It would be correct if the comma was a semicolon. And it would be correct if it said comma, but, comma, and. Tsunamis should not be called tidal waves. I wouldn't say but. I would say tsunamis should not be called tidal waves, comma, and they are not caused by tides. Okay? So, yes. So for D, D is going to be the answer to the last question there. Which item is made up of two independent clauses without a conjunction? D. So there's no and, but, or. Again, I don't think but or would really be correct. In this case, it should be comma and. Okay? So let's look at part one together. Circle each fragment. Draw a box around each run-on and underline each comma splice. There are going to be 6 items that you're looking for. That's what 1 through 6 means there. So let's look at the first sentence together. A tsunami, not a single wave, but a series of waves, sometimes called a wave train. That doesn't sound like a complete thought to me. So that's going to be a fragment. So we circle. It's going to be 2 lines. So you kind of circle the top and then circle the bottom. It's all right. So go ahead and make sure that first sentence is circled because it is a fragment. So go on and finish reading through the rest of that paragraph and complete part 1 there. And then for part 2, you are going to rewrite the incorrect sentences from part 1. So you're going to have, again, 6 items to correspond with your 6 errors from part 1, and you're going to rewrite them correctly in complete sentences for number 7 through 12 on part 2. So before you start part 2, make sure that you get with your parent and discuss what you got right and got wrong on part 1 so that you can do part 2 accurately. Again, I'm happy to answer any questions that may come up as you start working on this, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you. Goodbye.